Hey guys, ILene Vick here for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. It is Saturday, June 29th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I am live. It is week 26 of 2024, and in my neck of the woods it is currently 85 degrees with a high of 88 and a low of 75. Welcome to my broadcast. I'm here for the next 3 hours for coloring, companionship, chat, friendship, giggles and laughs, pretty pictures, and most importantly, the what, the how, and the why of adult coloring. Guys, we are the emotional refuge of adult coloring, where we are united through coloring. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who come in and chat with me. That is always fun. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who watch this broadcast after the fact. And welcome to my Facebook peeps who see this broadcast when I download it to my group Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. All right. Let's see who fell in the door. Hello, Thomas. Oh, Thomas, were you number one? Ooh, that's pretty cool. Mamie. Hi, Mamie. Darla, hello. Carrie. All right. So I've got two projects that I'm working on. The first one is my Buddy Color Duet. And we are working out of one of my books. This is the image that I've given you guys for free so you can color with me and pace me and learn. This is from Hobo Life Jubilee. You can pick it up on Amazon if you like. And then the second one that I'm working on, this is a Tatiana Stilova piece. And it's from Vintage Classic Coloring, pages 4. There's the cover of the book if you want to go to Etsy and pick it up real quick. I think it's like $4 or something, $4 and change. All right. I hope everybody's having a decent day. Guys, excuse me, I need to use a tissue. Sorry about that. Okay. So last night I was working on the quilted jacket. Let's go ahead and continue with that because it's awfully pretty. Emily, hello. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button. I see a bunch of you have already. Woo! Guys, I hope you're enjoying this project. I love this page. Now, don't forget on Tuesday I'm going to be doing a flip through my newest book, celebrating the 4th of July. That is back in publication on Amazon. Okay. So guys, how was your day today? Win, lose, or draw? Let's see what we got here. Darla, draw. Okay. Mamie, draw. Carrie, draw. I'm going to say my day was draw. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this other part of the hood. Make sure you have an ultra sharp pencil. Let me swatch the colors I'm using for you. Hallelujah. Amen. Amen. All right, so this is the blue. I'm using a blue and I'm using a turquoise. Now, as you guys know, I don't specify pencil brand because I've got so many and I don't want anybody to feel left out. Hello, Angela. Angela, don't forget to hit that like button. All right, just a little bit of camera adjustment here. We'll get there. Number 6. All right. That's so funny how you guys tell me now what number you are. Okay, darker area. I'm going to start with my darker color first. Who's coloring this with me tonight? Hello, Jolly. Oh, Thomas, that's right. Your day was a win because you had your sister's bridal shower today. how did the bridal shower go? Stephanie, hello, you are for a little while. My voice is going to calm Stephanie down. She's in the middle of a move, and she's going to get sleepy. And then she's going to say, bye everybody, I gotta go, I'm too tired. Okay. And then I'm going to, in the dark areas of this, as I'm going over towards the right, put in my turquoise. Now, you need to try and preserve the lighter portion here, so that's why we're going in between. Mamie, could you do me a favor and send a text to Carmen Gates? She just texted and asked, she said, isn't there any class today? All right. So, clean finger blend here, very lightly. And notice how we have the light and the dark here. Isn't that beautiful? Stephanie, you had a hard time getting into YouTube. Oh, really? Okay, now, on the left-hand side here where the hair is, we've got two colors. We've got a little bit of blue up here. And then we've got that salmon color, which is what? Our orange and our pink, right below that. So there's our orange. Oh, Thomas says the bridal shower went great. She got a lot of nice gifts. Oh, cool. So here's my pink on top of my orange. Mamie remembered yesterday that when you take take orange and put pink on top of it, we get a salmon color. Okay. And then I'm going to take a little bit of turquoise, and we'll just very lightly add that on top of our darker blue. And what I want to show you here is, because we put our color here on that left hand side, we've got a really nice delineation of our hair. Okay, any questions? Has somebody gotten a hold of Carmen? Mamie? There's Carmen. Hi, Carmen. Okay, now I'm going to come below this orangey salmon color. Mamie, I really appreciate this. Thank you so much for having my back. So we'll have our darker orange right here. And again, we're delineating around the hair. Now, don't go down too far with your orange, because we've got a new color down here. So if you look carefully, you can see 1, 2, it's in between this hair right here. All right, then I'm going to pull in a medium orange. And then our light orange. Carmen, like I said, I'm glad you made it. And notice how I'm using my light orange to blend. All right. Now I'm going to come in with my metallic gold. On my piece, I have lost the gold that I was putting in here. So that is something specific to me. Okay. And then I'm going to come in with my medium pink, and we're going to go over that orange, and that's going to make our salmon color again. Hi Dorothy, your daughter and son-in-law will be here soon to spend the night for tomorrow party. I'll watch until they come in. All right. Dorothy and Randy are celebrating their 70th wedding anniversary tomorrow. Their actual 70th was on the 27th, but they're getting the family together on Sunday to celebrate. Okay. Now, I'm just having to add a little bit of my divider color here. Hey, Linda. Linda and the three amigos are here. Uno, dos, tres. And then I'm going to put, Michelle, how are you? Wally, how are you doing? And Michelle, before you ask, I am doing great. I'm going to take a little bit of gray here, and I'm just going to add a little bit of shading here. Now remember, we want our piece to look dingy. Now, while I'm at it, I'm going to slip down to the bottom here where we did this other orange. And I'm just going to define my gray streaks a little more. Now, again, you want to do it, oh, she's being good. All right. The reason I'm accentuating these streaks a little bit is I want this to look a little like it's got folds in it. Just a little bit. And I'm going to pop up to my green. Oh, Amy, I'm sorry you're having problems with your copy. Doggone it. All right, I'm adding that little bit of gray in that center section. This is where we're tweaking. All right, let me pull out. Look how cool that's looking already. Thomas, did you get your sister a present for her bridal shower? I'll tell you what, I can't even imagine 70 years. Okay, now pull yourself out a medium and a light gray. We're going to do the inside of the hood. Let me swatch the colors for you. There's my medium gray. Now, I've got a color. This is a Brett Funner, and it's called Adobe Rose. It's kind of a tannish color. And we're going to put that inside the hood. So I'm going to start with the gray. And remember, when you put gray on something, we put gray on gray. We've talked a lot about that. Okay, my sharpener is being a little bit contrary here. Give me a moment. And then I'm going to come in with that lighter adobe-ish color, that adobe rose. And I'm going over my medium gray with it. And then I'm going to come in with a very light gray. All right, so she's getting married the 28th of September, 3 days after your birthday. All right. Here's my lightest gray on top of that inside of the hood. Now, as you can see, this is not properly blended. So Thomas, are you going to be able to go back down to visit your sister when she gets married? Okay, check out how we're blending this. So yes, you'll be able to go to the wedding, and eventually she's going to have kids. There you go. You'll be an uncle. Okay, back with my lightest gray. And then just above that inside, we're going to pop in a little bit of orange. So I'm going to start with my dark. And then I'm going to come in with my light orange because it's such a dark area. We've talked about that before. Now I'm going to take my darker gray and I'm just going to round this corner a little bit. Oh, okay, so you're planning on leaving Idaho and moving back to Pennsylvania. So you'll be there hopefully for your wedding, for your sister's wedding. And then you hopefully will stay there for, or here, is since you're there now for good. Okay. And then we're going to take our darker gray and we're going to round out that hood. And I'm going to bring that turquoise up just a little bit more to give it a rounded look. See how I'm doing that? What I want you to notice here is that gray from here down to here, we're going down to the hair. We're making like a little C motion. All right, let me pull out so you can see the full effect. Check it out. Okay, Darla, thank you. I'm having way too much fun with this, I'll tell you. Okay, now, let's play with the hair. Hold on, gotta empty my sharpener. All right, let me try this again here. My pencil is giving me a hard time. Hold on. I've got a perfect pencil and my point keeps breaking. Oh yeah, that's right. Thomas, you never said whether you follow football or not. All right, that pencil is DOA. Let me find a different color here. All right. Carmen, you didn't miss anything. I'm fussing with my gold pencil here. The point kept breaking. All right. Oh, hi, kitty. All right. So, on the light sections of the hair, I'm going to be putting a gold on it. Who's coloring with me tonight? All right, Carmen, Jolly, Darla, Super, Mamie. I think I told you guys that Maggie's having a problem with a migraine. She said that she might be in later tonight. Okay. Now, again, I want you to notice that I'm not coloring this light spot right here because that's where we have a highlight. Yeah, I've used the Crayola World colors and I hated them. Terrible, terrible blending. All right, now be sure that you get up here right next to the cat. Stephanie, it happens to be a Brett Funner. It's a gold. Do not buy the Crayola World skin colors. Okay, now I'm going to come in with a medium brown. I will swatch that for you. Check it out. And we'll start adding that next to the gold. Some of the other Crayola pencils are good. The World colors are horrible. I think what happened is the World colors were meant for kids and not for people that did or do adult coloring. Now, I want you to notice how I'm not completely covering up my light color. I'm enhancing my light color with my medium. So in other words, I'm spot coloring over my light color. Yeah, that's exactly right, Amy. I thought that I had found a more direct way to do different skin colors as well, and they're awful. Do not buy them. Again, I think that Crayola meant them for kids. Okay, now we're going to come in with a dark brown. I agree, Linda. Eyeshadow does work great for skin. All right, let me pull out so you can see. This heat and mugginess is getting to me. I'll tell you what, guys, next time I do a project with skin, I will go ahead and use eyeshadow. It's really great for the base color. Okay, darkest brown, dark brown. Let me swatch it for you. Check it out. And what we want to do is we want to get in between our hair so we've got this braid showing up. See how that braid is showing up? Now on this side it's a looser braid. On the other side it's a little tighter. And I'm going to come in with a little bit of black because I want to highlight that a little more. Anybody having any problem with the hair? You shouldn't be, it's straightforward. Okay, now, this area right here where I added the little curl, we need to get in between those strands as well. with our darker color. And in this case, like I said, I'm using the black. And then I'm going to go upwards a little bit and use my black underneath the cap. Now remember, when you're using a color like a black, any color, you've got to blend it out. Now, I missed a little spot here over on the right where my sunshine is. So I'm just going back and detailing that in. Is everybody still with me? Mamie, you've got to realize, though, that those colors, when you say with basic skin tones, you're talking about white Caucasian. And there are many, many, many different skin tones worldwide. That's why Crayola did what they did. Okay, let's slide over to the left. And this is where we're going to come in between our hair. Let me get underneath the cap here. And this is where we will accentuate the braid by bringing in our darker color. And be sure that you're using your dark brown and not your black. If I said black, I misspoke. We want that braid to really show up. And this area where that little tie is, I'm going to use my dark brown on either side of it because I want that to show up a little more. You know, when you gather hair together, it gets darker. Light finger blend. Let me pull out. Now, this hair, it looks good as it is, right? But I don't ever want to hear the term out of you, good enough. This is where a lot of people would leave their pencil coloring. What we need to do now is we need to blend that. You can finger blend it. You can use a paper towel wrapped over your finger if you like. Isn't that beautiful? Maybe if you're looking for eyeshadow that's skin tone color, all you have to do is go to Amazon and just say, let's see, eyeshadow brown. I have a couple of palettes of brown. Okay, Linda, that sounds good. I'll get the link for it and then I'll go ahead and post it. Thank you, Linda. Guys, how is your braid coming out? And then, of course, just go back. I've got my lighter color and my gold. I'm just going back and I am doing further blending with the pencil. Does everybody see how much better that hair looks now that I continued to blend it with? Yes, no, maybe. I'm using my lightest color and I'm going over the top and I'm using it as a blender pencil. Isn't that beautiful? Now, don't overblend, otherwise your colors are just going to get mushy. There is a stopping point. All right, let's pull out. Isn't that gorgeous? All right. Let's go ahead and work on her cap. I'm going to work in grays with that. Remember, we want to dull down this picture, so we have a light, a medium, and a dark gray. Anybody having any problems with that braid? And do you see how that darker brown really makes the difference and makes these bumpies show up? Well, Amy, I hope that sometime it'll be in your budget that you can get yourself a printer. Amy, and everybody else, listen to me about this. If you have a printout that is not clear and that you can't see the things exactly like I'm showing you, then it is your job to adjust to that and make it the best you can. Adapt to what you can see on your page. Is everybody clear on that? You may have to, Amy, you may have to make her hair that it's just hanging down without a braid in it. Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to grab a light, medium, and dark gray, which I will show you momentarily, and then I want you to grab your black. I'm going to break out a Prismacolor black here. What I don't want to see, guys, is that you just scribble something on the paper to try and match what I'm doing if your printout is not clear enough. I'm just finger blending the top of this hood here. Patricia, my Linda. All right. My Linda, thumb number 17. That means Patricia will be thumb number 18. Okay. Now we're going to take the black, and on the hood we're going to scribble in little lines. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want this to look fluffy. You know how when you have fur and fuzzy stuff, and you know that when the fur lays down, it shows up different colors? That's what I'm doing here. And what you want to do is you want to especially darken in by your edge. And don't forget to blend that in. Everybody with me on that? Now, the little dots that you're putting in on your fur are probably, I don't know, a 1/16 of an inch to an 1/8 maybe at the most. We got to get some texture in that fur. Okay. Now be careful about finger blending. I'm not even going to finger blend that. I'm going to very carefully blend with my paper towel, but even then you don't want to go too heavy because you don't want to wipe out your little lines. And if you wipe them out, put them back in. Details, guys, details. Okay. I'm just tweaking my piece here to add a little corner with that dark. So let's go to the hat. I'm going to put my black down, so I'm using my dark, medium, and light gray. I'm not coming in with black yet. And I'm using my darkest gray on this hat in my, of course, my dark areas. And that's exactly right, Thomas. Let the pencil do the work, especially when you're using your darker colors. Now, notice how I'm emphasizing the imperfections and the flaws in the cap. And that's what's going to make this piece look really cool. See how I'm coloring in those little dots as I'm working up the cap? Everybody with me on that? I'm using my darkest gray. Guys, you really want to follow the detail on this cap and hit those little spots. And now I'm on the bottom part here, obviously. And I'm detailing our ridges. Don't forget to turn your pencil when you lift it. This is where it is especially important that you keep that point, because you don't want these lines to be bulky. Otherwise, it's going to look like a kid colored it. Take your time. Oh, people are setting off fireworks already. Okay, now let's go back. Now I'm going to do my medium. And I want you to notice that I'm using that medium over my dark. And see how that's blending in beautifully. Now, if you pile drive your pencil, this is another reason not to come in heavy. You're going to ruin that bottom layer. And look how soft that's looking. Isn't that pretty? Now, notice how I'm specifically going over those lines where I've got these little dots. We want to blend these dots in. Is everybody seeing what I'm doing here? And then I'm going to come in with my lights. I'm going to start at the very top. And notice how I'm using that light now to blend. Did I miss saying hello to Julie? Oh, there's Julie. Hi, Julie. Guys, what I'll do is I'll look up the darker skin tone eyeshadow. Remind me at 10:20 p.m. to look up the darker eyeshadow skin tone.
Okay, I've added look up the darker eyeshadow skin tone for tonight at 10:20 p.m.
Mamie, I will post it in the group, so look for that. Now, notice how I'm using the lighter pencil. The lighter gray. And we're blending everything in because you want that to look soft. Guys, this is the closest that I'll ever allow you to show quote unquote streaky lines on a coloring. So enjoy it. We want to show that blending. All right. And then I'm going to come back with my medium and we're going to soften up these lines a little. Let me pull out. Finger blend a little bit. Now, we have a little bit of shading that we want to do on that band. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my dark brown of my dark, medium, and light. I'm sorry, dark gray, excuse me. And I'm going to shade in where this cap would be a little bit darker. And notice that I'm coloring perpendicular to the lines that we just put in. Everybody see how I've added that? Look how cool that looks. And then I'm going to come over to the right a little bit. And I'm going to do the same thing from the bottom up. This one I did from the top down. And then I'm going to pull in my black. And I'm going to color in on that edge of the cap. And once I do that, notice the depth, dimension, detail, how that's coming out. Now, let me go back to my medium here. And now I'm going to shade in some dimension on this top cap. And I want you to notice that it does not disrupt the colors that we put underneath. That's the beauty of colored pencils. Check it out. Any questions? Paper towel blending. Look how cool that looks, guys. What do you think of a cap? Oh, Thomas, see you tomorrow. Certainly understand why you're tired. Good night, Thomas. Good night, Thomas. Good night, Thomas. So glad you made it tonight. Remember, guys, we want this cap to look scruffy. I'm just going to soften this blotch a little bit right here. Okie dokie smoky. Let's take a look at our handiwork for tonight. I'm about to switch projects. Questions, concerns? Okay, Kitty, thank you. Stephanie, you're going to call it a night. Jolly, Mamie, how are you doing with this piece? Okay, next project. Tatiana Stilova. I'm going to get my paper towel here. Now, you guys know that I'm all about adding extra lines to things. So I'm going to work on the hair, and we're going to spice that up a little bit. So, using my finest pen, Darla, good night. Glad you stopped by. Linda, you need to play catch up tomorrow. Haven't colored the past few days. Leg hurting. A few of the stitches popped. Oh. Sorry to hear that, Linda. Now, if you're not sure where to put your lines on this, for those of you that have this image, do it in pencil. Oh, your skin is paper thin? Gotcha. Check it out. And then on this hair part here, we'll go ahead and add that duplicate curl. Let's pop over to the other side. Again, guys, do it in pencil first. And what you want to do on the hair, as you're coloring, bringing it in, you want to go with a long, a short, a long, a short, a long, a short, a long. Now, when you're doing this in pencil, then you'll come back and you'll ink it over, and then you'll use, when your ink is thoroughly dry, you'll use an eraser and erase out your guidelines. Linda, do you have to go back to the emergency care and have them take care of that stitch? Okay. Now, I'll do this side, this curl a little bit differently. You can go back and follow this curl around. And then when we're doing our center here, same thing. Now, if you want to, you can add a part down the center. Okay, Amy, thank you. Check it out. Isn't that cool? Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to darken the jewels here. And check out how cool that looks. It's just simplicity. And I'm also going to do that with the earrings. Look how cool that looks. And while I'm at it, I'm going to do the same thing with the necklace. Trust me, this will work out. Now notice how I'm making these little teardrops here on that bottom section. The other ones are round. And then notice that I'm adding this as little dots in between. Yeah, Linda, I'm guessing they would probably put a bandage on it. All right. Looking cool. Any questions? Hold on, guys. I got to change my fan again. Now, I'm going to start working on this dress. And I'm seeing these little bows in colors of pink and green. Specifically, I'm seeing a pink and a light green. So let me swatch these colors for you, for those of you that have this. Here's my pink, it's pretty vibrant. Here's my green. So let's play with this. Let me zoom in. And then I'm going to come in with that light green. And of course this needs to be what? Blended. Hold on, a little bit of camera adjustment. There we go. Now, what I want you to notice is where I'm putting this pink on top of the green, it's making what? Orange. So now we have a tri-colored bow. Surprise. Miss Patricia, good night. Now I'm going to come in with a light pink. And then I'm going to come in with my darker pink and we're going to edge that. Look at the difference, guys. Details, guys, details, right? Can you guys hear the fireworks in the background? Okay, now let's go ahead and do these 3 bows down here. Come in with my dark pink. And then we'll come in with our what? Our green. Don't forget to blend your edge of your pink. You want that as seamless as possible. And then I'm going to come back with my dark pink for that center. Isn't that pretty? All right, dark pink. Here's our green. Oh, that fireworks I'm hearing tonight. I think that's our city. The city of Allgood setting them off. And then we'll come in with our lighter pink just to blend that edge. And then our dark pink. Isn't that beautiful? Who's coloring this with me? Okay, dark pink. Just a little bit. That bow's pretty small. You gotta leave room. Our light green. And then our medium pink here on top of that green. Jolly, how are your bows turning out? And then our darker pink for our center. How pretty is that? Let me pull out. You guys just never know what I'm going to do you? Okay. Now, I want you to pull a dark, medium, and light green. I will swatch those for you momentarily. And no, I haven't forgotten about the rest of her hair. I probably should catch that up with my pen. All right. We're going to do the same thing with the hair here. That I did up in the other spot. And notice that I'm following the outline of the shape. That means we're going to have a light area in the center. Now again, I'm comfortable doing this with pen at the get-go. I want you to do it in pencil. Good grief, here it is 9 p.m. and it's still 80 degrees. Isn't that pretty? Jolly, are you having any problems with the hair? Hi, Kathy. Oh, good to see ya. Kathy, I wanted to tell you I saw that movie, Boys in the Boat. Oh, I loved the movie. I didn't think I'd like it. I thought it would be really dull, Kathy, but it wasn't. I would definitely recommend it. Okay, let's take a look at what we got. Isn't that cool? Oh, Kathy, oh, it's a book. You love both the book and the movie. My dad used to tell me that he liked to see the movie and then read the book because as he was reading the book, he could remember the images in the movie. Okay, dark, medium, and light green. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a beautiful green dress. Carmen, good night. Good night, Carmen. Good night, Carmen. Good night, Carmen. So glad you made it tonight. Woo-hoo. Okay, I'm going to start with my lightest green. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button, please. And also share this broadcast to your timeline. Oh yeah, I would recommend the movie. Like I said, when I thought it would just be boring, but it wasn't at all. I thought that was interesting that they also brought up about Jesse Owen. Okay. Working down the outfit. Kathy, I've been meaning to ask you, how are things going at Buddy? Okay, now take your time. This is our base color of our green. Kathy, I'll have to listen to you more often when you recommend a movie. Yeah, it is kitten season. Messing, messy, and hissing. Gotcha. Yeah, Kathy, if you would keep me posted, yeah, that would be a good idea. Especially when you come in to chat. That way everybody else can see it. Kathy, how is John doing? All right, so there's our light green. Now I'm going to come in with my medium green. And we're going to start shaping this. Dave is now at the rehab center. We're going to visit him tomorrow. How is he doing? Is he regaining? John is good. Okay. Is Dave showing any ill effects from the stroke? All right, now notice here how I am shading. We want to especially catch the top of that, not elbow, the shoulder. And how is Dave's wife and kids holding up through all this? Dave said he feels mostly better. He's now walking with the walker and he's walking well. Oh, super. How old is Dave? Do I remember you said, I don't know if you said he was in his 50s? Dave just turned 55. Yeah, I thought that's what I remembered, that he was in his 50s. I'm so sorry that happened to him at that age. Okay, check how I'm shading down the arm here. And praise God that that stroke happened while he was in the hospital. He had the wherewithal to say he wasn't feeling well. Okay, so we need to get under the breast here. Now remember, we still have our darkest green to go. Your sister and your niece are holding up the best they can. However, they are pleased he's recovering well. Okay, check out how I'm shaping this with my medium color. Jolly, how are you doing with this? I haven't even introduced the dark yet. Now, on the other side where this breast is, we need to underline it here with our medium. So Kathy says, yeah, me too. Dave is a good person, husband and father. All three girls are daddy girls. Aw. Okay, now I'm coming in with my darkest green. And this is where we're going to, for example, shadow underneath our collar. Hi, Brittany. Okay, now check out with the super dark green how that shadowing is making a difference. And notice where I've got a wrinkle in the material right here. And I'm going to go ahead and emphasize that. And then I'm going to shadow by this cuff. Now remember, this is my darkest green. And this is where the shaping really takes place. Check it out. Okay. Any questions about how I am shaping this by using the shading and the shadowing? And notice how this dark green is looking really cool on this dress. Let me pull out. Brittany, it's the Tatiana Stilova Vintage Classic Coloring Pages 4. All right. Kathy, let me show you the progress, and Brittany, that we made on our Hobo Kids. This is from Hobo Life Jubilee. And Brittany and Kathy, if you haven't done it already, will you please hit that like button? All right, this is turning out really well. I really like it. Okay. So let's continue here. Again, we have our dark, medium, and light green. And I'm going to start working down the dress. Okay, you were number 21. Cool. I really appreciate you guys hitting that like. Yeah, Brittany, that first image is from my Hobo Life Jubilee. Okay, let's start on the rest of the dress here. And you're going to see how classy this green work looks. Okay, so this is my dark green. This is my darkest green. As I think I just mentioned, I guess I'm repeating myself. And I want you to notice how I'm splaying that color outward. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, now that darker color, is also going to come down the bottom there. And right where that rose is, where the material is gathered, that's going to be darker as well. Check it out. So there's my dark. Then we're going to come in with medium. Brittany, have you tried Amazon? Okay, medium coming down. Back blended, of course. And notice how I'm leaving the staggered edges here, right? What do I always tell you? Don't end your colors straight across. And then the light. Check it out. Okay, now we have dark up here. We're going to come in with medium. Don't forget that we already have our light right here. Amy, good night. I'm about to call it a night. I've got about 5 more minutes. Oh, Kathy, thank you for letting me know. Okay, before I forget, I may not be on tomorrow, okay? Monday, I will be helping decorate a float for the parade. Gotcha. Okay. Light. Let me finish up this light area and then I'm going to call it a night. Now, obviously this is not finessed and blended. Hang with me, guys. But you can see how this color is looking. All right. Let me pull out. Not blended, but you can see the colors here. Okay guys, I'm going to call it an evening. We worked on 2 projects. This is the Tatiana Stilova. Vintage Classic Coloring Pages 4. I know some of you picked up the book from Etsy. And then we worked on Hobo Life Jubilee. This is coming out beautifully. We worked on the cap and the hair and some more of that hood. All right, guys, don't forget to post your WIPs. Jolly, post your WIP of your Tatiana piece. I know you've been posting both and they're looking good. Kathy, give John a hug for me. Okay, guys, this is ILene Vick for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. Guys, joyous, joyous coloring. Love on each other, that's what we're known for. I have 2 favors for you. Hit that like button and also please share this broadcast on your timeline. I get it, not everybody colors, but hey, somebody that does may see it. And I would appreciate that. Okay, since I heard fireworks tonight, I'm going to go ahead and focus back on the flag. Guys, have a great rest of the evening. Thank you for joining my broadcast. Oh, and one more thing I have to ask. Guys, when you post your WIPs and your pictures, please post it to other groups that you belong to. That's a great way to get people to know that this group exists and they can come in and relax and de-stress. So please multiple post it. Okay, guys, take care. Love ya. See you tomorrow night, same time, same place, and we will continue with the project. Till next time then, guys. Bye.